I were serving a church in South Carolina and sort of stepped out in faith due to a number of family issues and a growing family and a desire to be closer to my wife's extended family for additional support. And so we sold our house and packed up and moved west and settled in Canby, Oregon. And this position had not even entered into the CLC, unaware of it. And so in a way, we felt like we were had a kinship with Abraham and Sarah, setting off to a land in which we know not. And I think for most of us, we long for the call process to be a little more clear, a nice stepping stone from one position to the next, where there's not an extended period of unemployment. But for my wife and I, we had a distinct sense that God was calling us to something new, something different, something that was not known. And so we stepped forward in faith. And when I opened the CLC several weeks into settling here in Oregon, this position absolutely jumped off the page for me in a frightening way, in a wonderful way. And so through that process, that is what has brought me here to stand before you. A real sense of connection to the position. If you look through my bio, you'll see I have sort of an eclectic background in ministry. I very much feel committed to the church, feel committed to being a minister, feel very pastoral, and at the same time, I have never found myself drawn to those more traditional patterns of ministry, those positions that I have received so much from and that I believe so much in, but I've always found myself in these alternate ways of living out ministry. And so this position really rose up again as one of those opportunities to serve the church, to more importantly serve Christ through the church, and to do that in new patterns, new ways of connecting people, new ways of caring for people, ways that are not necessarily mapped out for us, but that ways that require connection to one another, ways that require a careful, attentive listening to what God might be doing and what God might be doing that is new within our communities. So it is with great hope and with great faith that I come before you this morning, optimistic about the good work that we can do together, the ways that we can build community, the ways that we can be drawn together to make our churches and communities more hospitable, more engaging, more open to the diversity that I think God intends for the faithful Christian community.